Onivia, League of Legends highlights, powered by ArcaneBet.com. Bet live on esports.
Oh, and this makes so much sense as well. Such an easy composition to make work with the Shockwave plus Cataclysm, the Catawave, something like that.
You got more time. You got lane. You pick up some of the extra regen and other things. Mid lane.
Yeah, Malrong's going to jump back in, but that's going to be first blood to Jin Air Greenwings. Umpty once again.
Accepted after hold my point. He's back again.
Yeah, looking to try and get the double taunt. Does find it. Winds of War looking to take down Snowflower. The heal keeps him alive for a long time, though, as Teddy looking to make this a 1-for-1. Might be a 1-for-2 as Scepter's looking to try and clean up the Ashe. Should be able to do so. Justice punch to the back of the head, and that'll do it. Double kill. Before we have to commentate, thankfully, we're going to have a missed Q. There's Umpty. There's the flash kick. Oh, Cataclysm comes down. They're still going to be able to get the kill. Resonating Strike does it. I mean, it was interesting how they orchestrated
to make the draft work.
Well, there's the flash double taunt onto Kuzan and Umpty. Winds of War doing some work, but it's 1 versus 3. Scepted. That was an unfortunate maneuver. Grand Entrance gets him out of it as the double knockup does come in from comeback, but he's squishy at the moment. In goes Malrong, immediately kicked back. Kuzan will be able to take control. Arrow flies forward, but Teddy misses it. It's Umpty that's able to pick up a kill, and it's a double on the side of Jin Air. Thankfully, Jewel was able to get one back as the Lee Sin falls down.
Lane.
Yeah, good knock-up timing there as well. Make sure that Umpty can land the Resonating Strike. Interesting interaction, but the flash does come in. Wants to make sure that Helper can't get out, and it's all too easy. The flash followed.
Essence Reaver into a Zeal item, usually Hurricane, and then Infinity Edge, and that's when they might start winning fights. Speaking of fights.
Yeah, interesting interaction comes down as So On. He's going to get taunted under the turret, takes a lot of damage, but there's the kickback. Scepted's going to get taken down. That's 4 versus 1. Sweep happened from Ever8 just recently. So I don't know, there's some weird rock, paper, scissors going on, but that's going to be an arrow landing onto Malrong. The Shockwave comes in all too easily as everything snowballed on top of itself. And that is going to be inner turret falling in the mid lane pretty quickly, but comeback jumps through. That's a massive 3-man knockup, but the damage is still there on the side of the Green Wings. A massive Scepted is trying to be the front line, but So On turns up. There's the Explosive Caster's Helper, gets a nice double boop, and Snowflower very, very low, but So On does launch his way forward. Teddy grabs that kill. Umpty's all around this fight, and So On somehow gets out of the way of that turret. And how did that happen, Papa Smithy?
The initiation chain was
there just as the barrier to prevent Ever8 from making their way through.
No one cares about the Rengar.
Yeah, Malrong's going to jump in from behind as there's another double knockup.
Could this be
There's the control and the CC from this Ever8 winners composition. They take 2 out already. Massive damage potential of Kuzan no longer there, as now Scepter gets his way forward. Good taunt, as Helper is the one that Teddy's looking for, but this Ashe is being untouched. They've now formed the group on the side of Jin Air, and So On being that front line that he needs to be. Comeback wants to try and disrupt, but he's so low, and Jin Air somehow still win this fight. They're a man down, but they're just a unit now that can't actually be answered.
There's no damage on the side of it. They need to take down Teddy or this won't work.
Well, they certainly do manage to do that now. They trade 1-for-1 as Helper is going to get booted back. Umpty utilizing that ultimate to help be a better teammate at the same time. Oh, come back, looking to try and lock down Kuzan, but there's the Stranglethorn. Scepted going to jump right on top of them as well. Shockwave used on just Helper. They should be able to get the pick off relatively easily. Grabs that shield, but it's not enough. So On's going to find comeback.
No damage behind it means the carries are at full health in a 5v4 from Jin Air. They're turning on to Baron. It's going to have to be some heroics from Malrong. Doesn't have flash and doesn't have ultimate. They need to contest this soon.
Well, that's going to be that as the Cataclysm flies forward. They take out the Rakan very early. Malrong is killed almost incidentally, and Scepted goes down. The double kill for Kuzan on this Orianna, looking great. 4 are dead. It's only Jewel, and this Baron will easily go to Jin Air. This is a textbook game. After what was domination at the end of Game 1, they've started it so early in Game 2. 26.5 minutes. Which Jin Air? They are just going to back away. Defensive line built by Jin Air.
Malrong's ultimate times out.
Taking a fair bit of damage as Scepted's going to Justice Punch his way out. Oh god! The Xayah is going to get locked down. The Featherstorm comes in just to keep him alive, but Comeback can't say the same thing. Knock up onto Scepted. He should be taken out. He will be the first kill. Both tanks immediately obliterated. The double kill comes out for Teddy. The textbook play continues from Jin Air, and they'll take an inhibitor turret.
Will they be able to close the game? That's what they're going to be looking for. The health bars on their front line are not massive, but it is 5v3 for about another 30 seconds, and Jin Air, they want it now.
Yep, 16,000 gold is the lead for Jin Air as well. I don't see why they shouldn't be able to take this game at this point. Baron buff still ticking, so on. Massive shields, both Nexus turrets dead. Comeback is going to get taken out. No, he's not. He's just going to launch his way out of the fight. They don't want the kills. They want the Nexus. And that's the 2-0 for Jin Air.
And this is such an exciting win for Jin Air Green Wings, because now all you can hope for is, let's watch Jin Air against one of the established top teams, because right now they are just powering through some of the bottom place teams and even making us reevaluate where the standings are. We're still in the first 2 weeks. The best teams are still getting together. Not everyone is gelling, but Jin Air's off-season work needs to be complemented because they're gelling early, and now all the Jin Air matches that look like this Castors, SKT, Samsung, Longzhu, KT Rolster are now actually very interesting games to watch.
Yeah. I just don't know where anyone sits.
I don't think Ever8 know either, because they look shell-shocked. They did not expect to come here and be dispatched 2-0 in record time. This is a Jin Air series, and we're done with 2 games and some breaks, an hour and 40 minutes in.
Yeah, it's only 6:44 here in Korea. And I was not expecting one of the fastest series of LCK in the first couple of weeks to be a Jin Air series. That is just unheard of. The Glad plane, though, is flying so incredibly high.